Well. Welcome. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome, guys. Hope you're all doing well. Let's get this show on the road. To the 7 of you in the chat, you guys are legends. Good morning, good afternoon, as always. Very good evening, ladies and gents. Hope you're all doing well. Welcome to another big day on the charts. Obviously, we've got a big stream ahead today. Got some high impact news today. Massive day of news with obviously CPI to come shortly for the pound. I'll be releasing just over 7 minutes from now. Moving forward into today, obviously we have also CPI coming out for the US dollar, which will have a massive impact on the charts. So the forecast for year-on-year CPI is to be greater than the previous. However, for CPI, that is the forecast is to be less than the previous. A little bit of a mixed bag, but based off what we're seeing here, the CPI year-on-year potential figure, the forecast, if that is to be the case and it does come out greater than to be expected, that would be deemed a good thing for the strength of the currency. So therefore potential that could potentially give a shift to the upside for the pound moving forward. So anyway, we'll do the analysis. We'll see what we can come up with moving forward. Going to be difficult trading into the news, as you guys know. It's very risky. In my opinion, it's not the wisest thing to do. So what I'm going to be doing is waiting to see what sort of impact it has, and then we can we would have planned ahead anyway to know roughly where we want to get involved in trades, and then we're going to look to pick up the pieces moving forward. So that's what we're going to do, guys. And what you guys are going to do for me right now is hit the like button, because if there's only 5 of you on stream and it doesn't pick up anytime soon, I'm just going to end it. I'm not going to hang around for nothing. Alrighty guys, so let's get into it. Let's start with, as always, let's start the weekly time frame, and obviously we can see GJ is forming once again a very strong bullish candle, and once again doesn't necessarily need to create that lower wick. I mentioned at the start of the week, I mean, I might upload the video at some point. It's say I have, in my opinion, there's every possibility that GJ may open a week without the lower wick, basically push to the upside. And so long as any pullback is met by support, once we get down to the 4-hour and 30-minute time frame, there is still no need for us to pull back to actually create a lower wick. Doesn't mean we cannot, that we're not going to do so. Well, it doesn't mean that we can't do so. But so long as we continue to respect any level of support we had formed on the way to the upside on any pullback, then there is no real need for us to pull back to create that lower wick. So bullish engulfing, so we are strong bullish in the current weekly candle. Looking at the daily, structure is still technically bearish, but we do have consecutive candles closing bullish with higher lows, higher highs. Current candle create a significant lower wick, as yet to break the high of the previous candle. Likely above it, we're going to have some pretty clean traffic once we go down to the 4-hour M30. So off the back of that, we're likely going to be looking for continuation buys above that previous daily candle's high. We'll see what other opportunities we may have also moving forward. Onto the 4-hour time frame. Once again, still respecting that if you're drawing a trend line, kind of broken it just now, but it looks a bit to the downside. However, we are still forming high lows. We had exhausting though at the previous daily candle's high. We're going to mark in that level of resistance to the left of it. We're going to see what we've got on the 30-minute time frame. We are technically bearish, creating some high lows, high highs within the micro trend itself. So let's go down to the 30-minute time frame, guys. So this is the 4-hour zone that we're likely going to be looking for entries within today. We can see the current daily candle's lows tapped into that zone to the upside. Just gonna adjust this across a little bit. So what I'm going to be looking for today on GJ is, I'm just going to adjust it to that most recent price action. I want to see price pull back up to retest 189.20 and see how price reacts to it. If we begin to reject, as we have done so here to the left hand side, what I will be doing is looking for my custom price action for a potential sell option, so long as we remain below that resistance. However, we know if the news to come, it's gonna likely shift things with volume to which direction, what remains to be seen. However, if we do start to pop above the resistance, I want to get involved in trades above that previous daily candle's high, or above the resistance formed just below previous daily candle's high, in anticipation that if we do close above, there's a high probability we're going to pull back up to retest that candle's high, the previous daily, and with the volume momentum, we're likely going to push further to create higher high. There is enough clean traffic up towards that 190 sort of flat level, so definitely looking for the buys above that resistance. But again, with the news to come, if it does come out as a good thing for the currency stream, so if it comes out CPI greater than the forecast, or as per the forecast, which is greater than the previous, then it's likely going to shift things to the upside on the pound. Now what I can see also just now is form support just below the resistance here on the M30. So if price was to continue bullish, then we don't really have much of a need to pull back and break that support. If we do so, at that point there's a high probability that we're going to head back down towards the current daily candles low. We've made a clean move down, clean move back up. If we once again break that support, we're likely in back down to the most recent support below that level, which is this 188.30 sort of level. So I'll be looking for the sells below the support formed just below the resistance. That would be definitely an option for me. And that is pretty much it on the GJ. Now I'm just going to adjust this zone. What we also have below 188.07, we actually got a pretty clean area traffic down towards 188 at 187.770. So price did come back down towards the current daily candles low and actually start to close below the support formed at that level. Then there is a high probability we tap in, reject, begin to pull away, that we're going to head back down towards that 188.70 sort of level, 187.70, sorry. So sells below would also be an option in my opinion. And obviously I'm going to be looking for possible buys if we do come back to respect that support. Structure itself on the M30, you guys get the picture on that one. Structure itself is actually bullish on the M30. We've pulled back to retest the last significant high low, only to bounce off it with volume. So we are technically bullish on the M30. 4 hour was bearish, the daily is bearish, the weekly is bullish, but daily we have counter probabilities to the upside, so therefore prefer to buy it. But seeing where we're at on the chart right now, I'm not going to buy it into resistance, so we could be looking at potential sells. But nonetheless guys, we've got the news to wait for in the next, how long, 20 seconds, 25 seconds. So wait and see what comes out of the news, and then we'll have a look at gold. Oh, gold buys guys. All right, gold looks good for a buy. Sorry, shift the focus. Let's just quickly look at gold. Candle is about to close. Still below resistance, no lower wick. We'll do the analysis. Not going to jump straight in. What's going on with GJ? So it's melting. All right, let's keep an eye on what actually comes off the news. So it came out less than the forecast, but still greater than the previous. It's a little bit of a mixed bag there, and it's been seen so far as a negative thing amongst traders. So anyway, we'll see what happens with GJ. In the meantime, let's have a look at the gold. And looking at the weekly, we are forming a very strong bullish candle. We have now engulfed that previous candle, high low, high high to that previous candle. At this point, there's a high probability we will continue to the upside. We are near those all-time highs though. We tapped into resistance yesterday, or so far today, sorry, yesterday I think it was, sorry. Let's go down to the daily only to reject. As we can see, that previous daily candle close back bearish, current candles lower high, lower low to the previous. We're just going to mark in the current daily candles low. We are technically bullish in structure, but with counter probabilities to the downside on the daily time frame. The 4 hour, obviously we are at a resistance. We have rejected. We're now consolidating just below the resistance. Structure wise, we do remain bearish, believe it or not. So long as we remain below the highs, we actually still are bearish in the 4 hour. So by the looks of it, that's the lowest point. So this is our 4 hour. This is our zone. I'm just gonna, yeah, I'm gonna leave that in. All right, so we're back down to support. The structure M30 is bullish, so therefore we have 4 hours bearish. We've got the other time frames to the upside. 30 minute, we've got no lower wick, so it's a bit of a tough one because I always prefer to have the lower wick. This is the type of situation though where sometimes you're not going to have it, because what this candle prior to this current move has done, is tap back into the support formed at the current daily candle's low, only to bounce off it, close back up near its high. That suggests we'll grab liquidity from the downside, and if we're going to break that candle's high, there's a high probability to continue up. But it looks like we're pulling back to create a low wick just now. Just going to draw in a resistance here on the 15. Have that marked in. I'm going to draw up a chart for the members. All right, if we were to now flip and break our own high, I'd be looking for an entry. We're bouncing off this support. We have just popped straight up at the opening of the candle and now pull back to grab liquidity. So seeing we create that upper wick, we'll grab that liquidity from the upside. If we were now to continue bearish, there is no need to pull back and break our own high. And if we did so, pull back and break our own high, at that point there, what we may have done just now is grab liquidity once again from the downside in line to head back up. Clean traffic to the left, clean move down, could be mirrored by a clean move back up. So looking at potential gold buys, guys. Let me take a breath. So what the high of the current candle is 1.8. Around 3.5. So that's what we're looking at, guys. To the few of you on stream, Brad, g'day to you. Carl F, good morning as always. Franco, Mohammed, g'day to you, and Ian, welcome guys, welcome. Not sure what's going on today. Why is there so little people on stream? So sells below the support. If price does reject, so the good thing is we're forming consolidation at support. So if we were now to break the consolidation, start to close below it, then there's a high probability we're heading down. We've got clean traffic to the left. So I want to see the closure below, because look what we've done here. Even on the 15, still not closed below it. We've wicked down only to reject. So gold is at a decent level, at a tradable level. Members, I'm just going to share with you the link. And I'm just going to get TikTok up and firing. So I'm looking at 3.5, 246335. All right, so TikTok stream is up and running as well, guys. So not in yet. Welcome everyone. So if this 15 closes back bearish, and what I'm going to do is just remove the order and wait for another candle to close back bullish, back above the resistance, and then it'll be valid again. I know, man, these SEO guys are relentless. They do not stop. Numi, g'day to you. Crypto Link, g'day to you, Luke, mate. Hope you're well. looking at potential gold buys. What is wrong with YouTube? I have no idea. There's a handful of people today. Pager, g'day to you. Crypto, all good, mate. All good. Hope you're well, brother. Alright, so I'm waiting to see how this 15-minute closes. If it closes back below, then I'm going to remove the order and just wait for another count to close. Wait for the next M15. If we do begin to close back above the resistance, I'll reset the order. But for the time being, I'm just waiting on that. GJ, obviously we've just had some high impact news for those of you on TikTok. Just had CPI, came out worse than the forecast. On both accounts too, so core CPI and CPI itself both came out as a negative. It did come out as greater than the previous CPI year on year, however still less than forecast, and it's been priced in as a negative for the pound so far. Yep, GU melting as well. Robert, thank you for the follow. So how's things, guys? How's the week been? How are we this morning? YouTube, if you could, please hit the like button. Right, gold, I'm just going to remove the order just now. So I'm going to wait. Or now wait for candle closures yet again, because the way we're rejecting, the way that previous candle closed, that bullish candle with that long wick down into the support, suggests to me that what we've likely done within that candle was grab liquidity from this level of liquidity, this zone of support, in order for us just to pop straight up pretty much at the open of the new candle, which is what it's done, but it had no lower wick, so that's why I did not want to take the entry. Wanted to pull back to create lower wick. Once it done so, I obviously set the order, but it's now pulling back a little too far, because if we were to continue bullish, I don't have much of a need to keep pulling back to this level of support. So just to be sure that it will respect it, what I now rather wait for is some more candle closures. So if the next M15, for instance, closed something like so, then I would be putting the order back in for a potential entry on the following M30 candle. It's just me reacting as more data prints. So we're looking for buys above that resistance.
Hey, good morning, man.
Hey Franco, how are you, brother?
I'm a little bit exhausted.
You sound tired, actually.
Yeah, it was yesterday the hottest day here in Germany.
Yeah.
And we suffered a little bit.
Okay.
And yeah, but okay.
What's it like today?
What about you?
Yeah, me personally, good, mate. Had a good gym workout before. Prepared some things for next week, for obviously going away.
Yeah.
Got all that stuff for it ready. Got some things for the little man. Yeah. So looking forward to it.
Good.
Looking forward to it. Charts are interesting at the moment. GJ obviously the news. GU I'm assuming is melting.
Yeah, GU also.
Yeah.
Yeah. I put a on the daily candle. I put the Fibonacci there, the 50 and the 40.
Oh wow. Yeah.
And and it went through. So maybe I'm waiting for a pullback.
Yep.
To get higher there.
Okay.
At the end, I don't know. I don't really understand this news thing at the end. Yeah.
Yep.
The news is a bit better as previous, but worse than the forecast.
Exactly. So it's dumping the pound.
And it's melting that much down. So
yep.
I don't really understand it.
No, I'm the same, mate. Because I would have thought that maybe it'd still be a good thing, just because it's come out less than the forecast, but still greater than the previous. So an increase would suggest they're less likely going to cut rates once again anytime soon. So that being said, you would have anticipated at that point that it would probably have a good effect for the currency strength, but obviously it has not. So yeah, why it's hard to know what to make the news, and it doesn't always do what we think we'll do in accordance to when the actual release itself.
Yeah, so therefore it's good to stay out of the news at the end, because it's not predictable.
Correct.
And yeah, right now we need to wait a little bit to settle down the price here. And as I mentioned, so for me, I will look to get in GU buys when we are creating support. We are right now at the support, and
50%
minus support there. Yeah. And maybe waiting to head up again. That's my plan.
Yep, I agree. I think it's a pretty solid plan. It's still bullish as well. The bias is still, I think it's bullish across the board right now on GU.
Yeah.
Remember, I think it's flipped bullish on every single time frame, the structure. Yeah. Yeah, so I'll be looking for the buys as well. A nice one.
Yeah.
Wait and see.
I have a question, Justin, about potential buy trade here on gold.
Yep.
You are not concerned about maybe the support, which maybe could be resistant on the left side.
Over here?
Yeah.
Not really, because we've wiped it out on the move down.
And for you, it's clear how this was wiped out, correct?
Yep. Because we've literally we broke straight through that support without any respect for it to come back down to this support. So this is the support I'm of concern right now, and it's holding. So I'm not as worried about that. Also, you can see we've actually wicked into that level anyway. So if we are to reject now, only to eventually start to close back above it, then that would be enough of a catalyst to suggest to me we're going to hop back above that level and start to retrace back up towards where we come from, the resistance back at the high. Potentially. But again, it could reject anyway, but that's just going off what I'm waiting for, my catalyst. That would be a tick for me. And no impulse entry, obviously. So I'm just waiting right now for this candle to close. If it's to close above, then I'm going to look for a gold buy.
Yeah, right now it's no impulse because we are more or less in a consolidation, right?
You're correct. That's it. The reason why I was considering it on this candle was because it popped up to create the upper wick. So we know that seeing it's done so, if we wait for it to create a lower wick, if it was to continue down, there will be no need for it to break its own high yet again. If it did so at that point, and likely what we've done is just grab liquidity from the downside to make the move to the upside. So it goes just now, it goes, not much I can do about it, but I am waiting patiently for the closure now. I don't like that previous 15-minute candle. closed below the resistance, it's closed back bearish, it's closed in consolidation. I don't take impulse entries out of consolidation. So as good as it looks right now in the M30, I just need to wait patiently for it to see where this candle closes, and then it could be in a trade on the following candle.
Yeah, this M50 candle indicates clearly a bearish trend at the end. So
well,
therefore
yeah,
we need to wait to close above this this resistance there. That makes
Correct.
sense, yeah.
Yep, 100%. John Jr., g'day to you. Welcome, mate. Welcome. TikTok. We got Tom, Rock Main, Ligo, David, Shipbox Lab. Like name, mate. Wasim, Jai. Welcome, guys. Spartan Industries, Philly. Make sure to give me a follow and smash that screen if you could. So waiting for gold, potential gold buys. Waiting to see how this candle closes. V tags, welcome. GJ bouncing. I'm assuming GU is bouncing as well. Let's take a look at Bitcoin. Thank you for the sub. All right. So let's do some top-down analysis quickly on Bitcoin. Nice analysis, Rockman. Thank you. All right. So the current weekly candle is flipped back now, bullish. Obviously, it is still below the previous candle's high though. Previous candle was a weak bullish candle. Once again, we've pulled back to not too far within that previous candle, and that is kind of to be expected, to be honest, the way that previous candle closed, because that long wick to the downside suggests we've grabbed liquidity from the downside. We tapped into what is the last significant high low on the daily time frame around this 50k level, only to bounce off it and close close to our high. So the current candle, if we begin to break the high of that previous candle, the high probability we will make a further move to the upside. Looking at on the daily time frame, the structure, it is still technically bearish, as I mentioned before, making a little bit of a pullback at the moment, forming a lower high, but we've just recently formed a support. So once again, if we begin to break above that previous sweeping candle's high, there was some pretty clean traffic up towards that 65.50 sort of level onto the 4 hour. That once again, I would say it's flip bullish. So on a closure above that point there, we've got a little swing. So at this rate, it's going to remain bullish till we actually close below that point there. So we've got fair way off actually flipping structure back bearish on 4 hour time frame. Is the 4 hour zone. We just formed support just recently at that point there, and we're not yet tapped, or you can argue we're tapped into resistance just here. To be honest, it is one big level. We'll go down to the M30 though, we'll mark in some more levels. So we can see in the M30 structure is also, by the looks of it, technically bullish. So the bias is to the upside whilst we're consolidating though, and we are near the support, so I would prefer to buy it still. As far as this resistance, I can now adjust it to the most recent price action. We've got some pretty clean traffic to the left in the M30 once we begin to pop above the previous daily candle's high. So buy options above the previous daily candle's high would be definitely an option on continuation. And soon we are coming down to that support here at 60,000.6 roughly. If price was to respect it, then I'd be also looking for my buy options from that point there. I'm waiting for a catalyst at that point. Now, if we were to remain bullish, then there is not much of a need for us to pull back and break the support formed at the current daily candle's low. And if we do so at that point there is a higher probability that we'll make a deeper pullback. We have some clean traffic to the left as well, so I'd be definitely considering the sell options below 60,385 on Bitcoin. And that is pretty much it. I mean, you could still sell it from below the resistance as well if it does pull back towards the current daily candle's high, only to reject. So it's looking good, Bitcoin. Traffic wise, it is, apart from the current area, it's quite clean. Just need to await price to get to those tradable levels, in my opinion, which we're not at the moment. GJ bouncing. All right, gold breaking out. All good. Just gonna wait patiently. Just over 7 minutes. Zaki boy, g'day to you. This guy, Katu, Captain Risky, Sophia. Welcome, welcome, guys. So that's a nice coffee. Alright, so we're waiting for his count to close above, and if it does, could have options on gold. Jacinda, g'day to you. Jack Webb, g'day. Welcome, guys. Welcome, welcome. VTAX, short or long. Looking for a buy on gold. Didn't trust the impulse off the back of that previous M15 close back in the consolidation below the resistance. For me, it's very risky taking impulse entry. So I'd rather wait for the counts close. In the meantime, if it makes the move, it makes the move. There is not much I can do about it. But I want to be long if I'm looking for any trade at the moment on gold. And GJ, I don't have anything at the moment. Oh man, gold's gonna make the move by the looks of it. It's all good, we'll have to reassess. We'll wait, first of all, wait to see where the counter closes, and then we'll reassess and what we to look for moving forward. Luke, any concerns on traffic to the left off the two big bearish candles? No. Because those candles, what they have proven to me is that we've cut through what was previously the mess over here. So if you remember on the VIP call, what I mentioned when I see this sort of price action, what I want to see after it is this nice clean move, and that would therefore cut through that crap and suggest to me that maybe this range is tradable again. At the moment, we're making a pretty clean move, so it's proving to be the case right now. Yeah, it's gone, guys. All right, so we're going to wait for the accounts to close and we'll reassess, see what other options we can come up with moving forward on gold. But that just had to be the entry if you trusted the impulse. Nonetheless, good to see the analysis playing out, price bouncing off this support. So yeah, we'll see what other options we can come up with. And GJ, what I want to see honestly in GJ now is I want it to actually close strong bearish. I want it to start popping back down to the support, look for a buy option. I don't really like it to want it to leave a long wick to the downside. To me, that makes it a little bit more tricky. It makes price action, in my opinion, a little bit more choppy as well. So what therefore I'm likely going to need to wait for, sorry, oh, guys, I can't speak today. Either clean move down, clean move up, rejection, clean move down, support, and then it becomes open to trading once again, current range. Yeah, Carl left it. It has, by the looks of it. We'll see. Daniel, good day to you. It's Talia, good day to you. Laurie, Moha, Eden Smith, Watson. Wasabi time. Welcome, guys. We still have margin though, guys. We still got plenty of margin. So, look, limit orders, I'm not keen on it in this situation because it's coming from consolidation. So to be honest, if I did take it, I'd be going against my rules. But that would be the earliest potential entry. But what I'd probably be looking for is the continuation buys above the high. Lower wick. If it begins to break its own high again. A nice strong catalyst. The only issue is stop loss. So at this rate, your stop loss is going to be over 40 pips by the looks of it. Yeah, it's around 41 pips. So if that's the case, that means lower lot size. Still technically valid though. Wasabi time? No, this is gold actually. XAUUSD Gold. So I'm trading Forex commodities as well. So Great British Pound JPY is the other asset I do trade. Ah man, don't keep pushing just now. Yeah, it does look like it may have left the building. Stop loss 40 pips, way too close, way too close. Depends who you ask, my friend. I'm scalping, so I'm in and out of the markets very quickly. I don't hold my trades for long. Yeah, that's pushed way too far now. It's going to be more like a 50 pip stop by the looks of it. Yeah, it'd be around 49.50. Not happy with that, to be honest. Where's the high of that bearish candle? A.C.T. I mean, the option's still there, but what you probably need to do now is wait for the new candle to create a low wick and a significant one, and trust that it's going to hold as your stop loss. It leaves no upper wick, no entry, no upper wick, no entry. Forget it. Forget it. So this candle's popped straight up. I would not be surprised if it flips now and comes back down quite strongly, because that is the residual liquidity that we had from the previous candle. So it's popped the candle straight up. So that's pretty much the upper wick we did not have in the previous candle. And now it's obviously creating the lower wick. If it breaks zone high, there's a good chance it will continue. But once again, I hate candles like that when they don't have a wick in the opposite direction. So no entry for me at the moment. Just have to be patient. GJ's closed at the support. There is no entry on GJ. So, I mean, the option just now on GJ just depends if you're going at the margin. What I'd probably prefer to see is a bullish candle followed by a weak pause back above this support. So it's going to end up looking a little bit like so. So this is for education, guys. You know, the least thing you do is hit the like button. So if this candle closed, for instance, like so, followed by the following candle closing back weak bearish, still going to close the M30 bullish just back above that previous support. And if that's to be the case, what I'll be looking for is a buy at London Open. As the next M30 opens up, London Open candle breaks slow wick, begins to break above the 30-minute bullish candle's high, and that's the entry. Breaks above the minor resistance formed on the M15 at the same time. That's what I'll be looking for.
So for me, GU didn't close as I want right now, so indicating more or less a bearish move, but we are at the support area, so still waiting here.
Yep, there is no sell because it's tapped into a target.
Yeah.
over here to the left. If that was clean to the left, then I think it'd be not a bad option to sell it right now.
Yeah, but would be a little bit concerned about the wick.
Yep, that and
which was left.
Left that support here to the left. So it's tapped into target, so there is a chance this candle will just flip and end up, you know, pushing back bullish.
Yeah.
So I agree. I don't think there's an entry at the moment on G.
If it push right now, a big bullish candle, then I would wait for the 15-minute creating a bearish candle.
Yeah. Nice one. That's what I'd be looking for sure. Yeah. Sounds good.
Yeah. Let's see.
That's it. Have to wait and see. Call F, I tried to get in on M5, but the candle didn't have lower wicks, so it didn't enter. Yeah, it's tough when it doesn't have those wicks, isn't it? VTAGs, 2472 resistance line of gold, 2470 going short. That's your plan. I wish you luck. What I think of futures? I think it's fine to trade whatever, as long as you know, you make it work for you, you understand it. Look, even options, but I feel like options is kind of like going to the casino, to be honest. But if you can make it work for you, there's just nothing wrong with trading it too. So Nags, good day to you. Hope you guys are doing great, and to you, mate. Been a while, haven't seen you on stream for a bit, but great to always have you here. Sherwin, welcome. AI, welcome. So for the first 5 minutes of the new M30, gold has pretty much done nothing. Sherwin, gold buy looking good at the moment. Yeah, left the building without us, unfortunately. So the impulse entry was not valid because we come from consolidation. And that's just me trading in accordance to my rules, and that's it. No FOMO. Yesterday, for MI session, we jumped on with the gang, and I showed them a live example of how to manage a trading drawdown. Originally I had a 35 pip stop loss on a GJ trade. I closed it out at -6. I had -6 50%, -6 another 25%, and then -3 the remaining 25%. That was unbelievable risk management, because it would have taken me out for the way I was actually trailing my stop loss, it would have taken me out for around 20 pips had I left there. Off the back of the news, it did actually make the move not long after, but then popped straight back in the opposite direction again. So by keeping that loss really small, I actually ended yesterday in a bit of a profit after that small win on the stream as well. And the week, been a really good week so far. I've taken a lot more trades. I've taken 6 trades so far. 4 of those wins and 2 of those were losses, so keeping the loss small and some good wins. And yeah, so far August has been a decent one, not as good as June or July. Sherwin targeting 2470. Yeah, I think that's a pretty good target. 2471 as well. Timmy, day trading as well. Yeah, it's not for everyone, to be honest. A lot of people find it an emotional roller coaster. To be honest, I found swing trading more difficult, especially on the emotions for me. I've mentioned it many times. With swing trading, my issue was I'd be in a trade, I'd be going to bed, I'd be in a bit of profit maybe, or around entry, or in a bit of a drawdown, whatever. I'd wake up at night, check my position, and I, you know, found it hard to get to sleep after it, whether it be in a profit or in a drawdown. So that was more of an emotional roller coaster ride for me. So I found the opposite with scalping. I could do my work within 2-3 hours of a day, look for my potential options. If they present, I just execute on an edge that works for me, and I make it as robotic as I possibly can, all by following my rules and my plan. That just eliminates as much of the emotion as it possibly can from any trade. Thank you for the follows, guys. Appreciate it. Sherman, 1 to 10 risk reward. It's sent to 1. It's not a bad one. Timmy, true. Yep. So it just depends. Everyone has different, obviously different personality, different character. But short-term trading, so scalping is what suits me.
Are you considering any of the buys on GJ, Justin?
Here he is. Haven't seen you for ages, mate. Didn't even realize you're there.
Hey,
Welcome, brother.
how you doing?
Good to see you're alive.
Mm-hmm.
Considering GJ buys, yes, but what I mentioned was I probably want that pause. So I'd like, in all honesty, I'd rather this 15-minute close probably back above that support, followed by that minor pause just above the support.
Yeah.
Closing the M30 above it. And then I'd consider it.
Yeah.
How about yourself?
Yeah, that's what I'm looking at.
Yep. How you been?
Yeah, good. It's nice to have a bit more normality back. I know the GJ candle is still pretty big, but
Yeah.
it feels a bit more normal than it did a week ago.
Yeah, for sure. It has settled down a fair bit. Obviously, not just now off the news, but otherwise it's been pretty good this week.
Yeah.
Doc, good morning to you. John, shall we enter buy now on gold? Not just yet, mate. So right now, I probably just need to wait for it to pull back to retest this level of resistance and form a support above it, create that higher low, and then probably consider the buy options. Good thing is we are now pausing. So if this 15 closed like so, followed by a bullish engulfing M15 on the next candle, that will close the M30. Once again, back bullish, leading into London Open. And then based off that, I can look for a buy at London Open on gold. That's something I will keep an eye on. We need to wait 20 minutes. Nags, it's been a while, but I'm excited to be back and reconnect with all you guys. Thanks for the welcome. Let's get it. That's it, mate. Nice one. Always good to have you here. Long time supporter. There was a certain alert on DJ. Showing if candle closure on an M15 or M30 above 2468.50 might be target 2475. 68.50. I'm assuming you're getting that level from above this resistance back to the left here. Yeah, for me, I'm just waiting to see first of all how this candle. I'd really like for it to close a pause candle, to close back bearish, followed by an engulfing candle. And then upon the open, I can look for a few options. Seeing we're now starting to trend, the little interruption potential entry could be valid, so that will require the following candles to close bullish, engulfing more than about 8 pips, 7-8 pips, and then it'll be a valid limit order buy potentially at the height of this bearish candle. Lucas, any luck on the pound? Not taking a trade just yet. DJ is popping back up, so that's good. Lucas, indicator price action. Price action at predetermined levels. So my zones of support resistance is generally where I want to see my signal within price action occur. Sometimes it will happen within the range on gold potentially. For instance, that could be happening. But as far as the signal, I use price action. Indicator, sorry. That's, yeah, my signal and indicator is price action. That's a fair question, and keep them firing. You're more than welcome to Bung. G'day, mate. User 344, seen you in the chat a fair bit. Welcome. Go on, mate. How are you? It's another familiar name. Been a while. Good to see some the old guys, the old supporters, the old followers back on the stream today. Welcome, guys. All right, so let's see. Will gold close bearish? If it does, we could have potential pause entries, pause options. I'm not going to buy it on the next candle, because remember the previous candle had no upper wick. So I'm not necessarily interested in buying it within the current M30, but I will be interested in buying it at London Open if the next candle, next M15 closes bullish engulfing. So Bung, all good, brother. All good. Hope you're well. Sean, hope you're doing well with everything. Oh man, GJ. Off she goes. Not much you can do about that. Okay, so now gold, I just need to wait for a bullish engulfing. If it presents, there's going to be buy options at London Open, potentially. Just depends. If it doesn't, if it gives us the margin still to buy it, then there's going to be options. Via yourself. I'm going to sell with gold. My TP is 24.48. 24.48. Okay. I wish you luck.
Yeah, it's quite a strong level.
What's that?
It's quite a strong level. It's quite a strong level on the daily for gold.
Daily. Yeah, it keeps bouncing off. Very strong resistance. It's kind of in between these wicks to the left and the highs of the resistance itself, so it's a bit of a stubborn level. Have you been training, mate, or you've been busy?
No, not the last 2 days. Just had stuff on in the mornings.
Fair enough. It's Bung. Well, on this side too. Hope everyone on live as well. Nice one, brother.
Looks like you've had a good few days though.
Yeah, it's been pretty good. Monday was crazy, man. I don't think I've ever taken so many trades on, probably on a stream, to be honest, let alone on a Monday.
Is it 4?
Yeah, pretty much. I was involved in, well, one was right at the very beginning when I was firing the stream up. which I mentioned in the VIP, and 3 others were on the stream itself. Sleepless night. I'm bloody buggered. I had some crazy dreams. I've been watching too much of Spanian. Those who know Spanian on YouTube. Into the hood, bruh. Into the hood. Too much of that stuff. I tell you, that's all I can say. Been watching way too much of it. Crazy dreams. I was in the hood yesterday. Right. Interesting on JJ. Do we have the margin? Still do. You know what, guys? If this closes back weak bearish, we're still going to have the margin and take it back up to the high. Not only that, we're going to have 30-minute closing back up upper support. That would be enough of a catalyst. Issue might be stop loss. The stop loss would have to be probably based off the 15. What I'd probably do is have the stop loss around the low of that zone and then just adjust it as I'm moving forward in the trade. So potentially GJ could be on an option. Sorry, mate.
And it might only need to be 20 pips rather than 55.
Yeah, exactly. Not like the last 2 weeks. Stop loss will be a reasonable one. Actually liking it, but can't flip. That's the thing, I can't. Has to close bearish. I don't want to push too far if it is to flip bullish again and then flip back bearish. So then what it's going to do is leave a long upper wick as well. Plus it's going to eat into the margin. So in my opinion, that point there, it's probably a write-off. Jonna, GJ retest support on 1 minute time frame. Yeah, I don't trade off the 1 minute though, personally. Just a little bit too much noise on the 1 minute. Gold also looking interesting, guys. So we could have some options. The potential GJ buys and gold buys moving forward. On Verto, automated business. Thank you for the follow. Mikel, welcome to you. The dude with the Batman hood, welcome to you.
Are these all TikTok people?
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah, TikTok was nuts yesterday, man. Had over 70 new followers just from that one stream.
Good to hear. Good to see.
Yeah, but I think some of the algo, again, if I start it too early, I don't get the viewers. Yeah, so I found the sweet spot tends to be around 7:30 a.m. your time, so 4:30 p.m. my time. I started a bit too early today.
Buying margins, eh?
Yeah, it is. There must be something in the algorithm. I have no idea, but every time it seems to get more on the stream when I'm starting it a little bit later. That pushed a little bit higher up, didn't it? It did too.
Yeah, it pushed slightly, yeah.
Not much though. Still enough margin.
And you've been to the gym today?
Yes, I have. Did a back and shoulders workout. Favorite. It was a pretty.
Yeah, that's the joyous day, that one.
It is. That's a cracking day. It's my absolute favorite. To be honest, I don't like arms, bicep, triceps.
Yeah.
Chest is okay, but I pretty much lay it all down at the first like few exercises in chest, and now I struggle with the biceps and triceps after it. But back and shoulders is a really good split. How about yourself? You're off to the gym later?
Yeah, back and buys.
Oh, okay, so you're doing pull on the one day?
I'm on push pull legs.
Oh, okay, yeah. It's good though. I've put on about close to 5 kilos now of muscle in the last few months.
Yeah, that's really good going.
That is.
That's so hard to actually do, especially after you've been training for a while.
Yeah, but it's purely just I've upped the calorie intake and protein intake a heap, man. Absolute heat. And I've also lifted heavier weights, so I've gone back to less reps, heavier weights. And I'm really surprised, to be honest. Really surprised with the results. Just wait till I'm in Thailand, man. I'll do a few streams in the singlet.
Can't wait, bro.
That's if my shoulders fit on the screen though. That's the only thing. Not sure yet. Might have issues with that, but gotta have a laugh, guys. I'm just kidding. Not really, but broader shoulders. My number one asset. Still could be options on both, guys. Gold's also looking pretty good. Our left viewers are, mate, without doubt. Should do a beach stream if only I could. I don't think it'll be because of me. I think maybe you'll be checking out the misses more than anything. It's so funny because every post I upload onto IG, everyone I upload with her gets a lot more views, a lot more clicks when I look at the analytics. Heaps more. So probably will do a few vlogs over there with her. Alright, just over 3.5 minutes remaining, 3 minutes 45 seconds. Let's wait and see. DJ's going to give options for a buy at London and gold as well. So gold is looking good for the potential continuation buy. And if it does close higher up, around 8 pips above the high of that bearish candle, a potential limit order buy as well. So stay tuned, guys. It could be options. Sean, that could be oh, might not be a bad idea, to be honest. I think I've mentioned she has traded before, so she's not oblivious to it all. She understands a fair bit of it. She traded crypto though. Alright, YouTube, 50 on the stream right now. If you could smash the like button, we're looking at gold buys at London Open and also potential GJ buys. This candle closes weak bearish. I would consider taking a buy as the London Open candle after it creates lower wick begins to break the high of the bearish candle on the 15, because what it's going to look like in the M30 is a bullish support forming above the support, a candle closing back bullish in the M30. Now gold continuation buys at the open so long as it creates a low wick. Now, limit order buys needs to close minimum of 8 pips above, so it's 76. That's where it would need to close above, put a limit order buy back at the high of that bearish candle. If it doesn't, get ready because there still could be options to buy it as it breaks. So for me, I'm likely going to be looking at gold. GJ's flipping just now. Still not a bad entry. Yeah, I'm going to focus on gold. It's around 24.67.95 roughly. London Open needs to have a low wick. We got 1 minute left. Des, good day to you. Alrighty guys, 20 seconds remaining. Let's see. Closing quite strong, so the buy is valid on gold so long as the new candle creates a bit of a low wick. If it does, I'll press open trade for 24.67.95. Low wick. 24.67.95. Stop loss. Going for 65.50. I've got it at the moment. About 22.5 pip stop loss. Oh, sorry, 24.5 pip stop loss. How did JJ close? Close bearish, so GJ's also valid, guys. GJ? You're looking at entries. Oh. Just above the M30. 188.991, 189.10 roughly. Oh, that's not right. 189.01. 189.01. That's what you'd be looking at in GJ. So
Yeah,
these two
maybe I
options.
would take also a jumbo buy.
You, yep.
Pretty crazy London Open volume, isn't it? I'll take.
To be honest, I would have thought it'd be a fair bit about because of the news that's just been released. Yep, G does look pretty good too, man.
Yeah.
Wait for liquidity sweep around 545. Yeah, potentially. Mr. Phil, good morning to you. Loco, good day to you. 3. What am I running straight up? What do you mean? Inverse fair value? Yep, no. Price action. Dual price action. Dan Thompson, welcome to you. WDYM, breaking structure. I don't know, mate. Breaking what structure? Hasn't broken any structure. Structure in gold's bullish, especially in the M30, and will remain bullish at this rate. It's the highest point the market got to. The last pullback we had was this point here. We have had consecutive candle pulling back in the opposite direction. All this in between is micro trend. I've got a catalyst within price action to suggest it's ready for a buy. Now, it doesn't mean it's going to be a winning trade. Anything could happen. But I'm just going off my signal in price action. That's all I'm doing. Always looks so much higher up on this. What's the highest in this candle? It is 2 on this. It's 3.5 pip difference. Should have a look at IC market, shouldn't I? I mean, it looks better here. Am I using fund? I'm neither, mate. I'm using capital, my own capital. Well, let's see. Find a flip. As is GJ. So GJ could be triggered in for those who are interested. You're looking around 189.010, so you probably triggered in.
Yeah.
And what you could do is start adjusting your stop loss a little bit to just below, I would say, the previous 15 low. DJ moving quite well. Is your take profit order block? Again, I have my own rules, so I usually start securing around anywhere between, depending on what level we're at, anywhere between 8, 10, 15, 20. GJ looking really good, guys.
DJ's off, bro.
All right, get to break even.
GU.
Yep. I'm gonna get to break even.
10 pips on GG.
And now I've just closed half. So that's actually I've closed 80% because it's within the range, guys. The range holds priority. So GJW. Nice one. And my target is pretty much the resistance. What about gold? Gold's still not in yet. Who took that? That's a quick win. Luke, thank you, brother. Appreciate it.
Let's go.
Nice one. Good start today.
It's just free money coming to the stream, isn't it?
Oh, what happened there? Why is my screen gone? Are you guys still there?
Yeah.
My screen's completely frozen. And it's just gone like night mode basically. Oh man. I've completely frozen.
I think YouTube is... I know YouTube has frozen.
I've completely frozen, guys. Fuck's sake. Oh, here we go. I'm back. Don't know what happened there. So no one take it, guys, other than James. Franco, you're in GU, are you?
Correct, yeah.
And how's that going? Looking good?
Good, yeah.
Nice one.
So I will go to break even.
Okay, nice one, mate. And gold could almost be in. Carl, if you need London Open needs a shot of caffeine. Yeah, it's good. Oh, here goes gold. Alright, so you could be in some gold trades as well, guys. And pushing.
Objection on GJ. Oh, what?
Yeah, strong rejection. Sean, you took a nice one. All right, let's go gold.
Oh, I'm out at BE.
Okay.
Are you in on gold, Justin?
Yeah, mate. I've got 5 pips. Top base 2, top. Nice one. Don't really get it in on gold though. It's all good, mate. Alright, I'm at break even.
Beautiful, man.
Got about 8 pips on the table. Come on, gold. Push a little bit more. You got strikes again. Appreciate it, mate. Don't know about that, but let's see. Gold, push a little bit more. Not quite enough to secure. Here we go. There we go. And job done. 2 from 2. Get to break even, guys. Start securing. You got more than 10 pips on the table. And that's how we roll. Session done. 2-0.
Oh man, legend.
Thank you, mate. Just reacting to what presents on the charts. In accordance to the rules, in accordance to the plan. Very simple stuff. That's how we roll, guys. Smash the like button. 2 from 2 within about 5 minutes of one another. Please tell me you guys took it. Please tell me. Up 2-0 at London Open today. GJ buys, gold buys. Absolutely killing it. That's just how we roll. So it's got almost 20 pips on the table. Then I'm going to up secure another half at about 18. And I'm just going to let last 25% run. And YouTube, I think that deserves a few likes. If you could, please, be much appreciated. All right. Who else got it? So let me see. Rockman, nice, thank you. 190. Nice. Profit, Jai, well done. 20 lots chasing 1 pip is my strat. Look, if it works for you, I wish you all the best of luck, mate. Sean, nice one. Oh yeah, that was the GJ buys. Dot, nice one, well done. Wow, good work, my friend. Jellyfish, same familiar names. Farouk, James, Sean, Brad, Carl, Temperance, John, thank you. Sean, you've been unstable for ages now, bro. I think you mean unstoppable. All good.
Oh, I like unstable, that's better.
Sure about unstable. I don't think I feel great about that, to be honest. Unstable, that's probably my mindset when I was single over in Thailand on the piss a bit too much, wandering around like a zombie of a daytime. That's unstable, trust me. And the funny thing is, I laugh at it now because I look at it and I'm looking at the guys thinking, I know exactly what you've been up to last night. That's why you look lost as anything. I feel like going over to help lend him a shoulder to cry on. Oh mate, had some funny stories over there. Just you wait, James. Just you wait.
When did you go? Is it this next few days, isn't it?
Next Tuesday, yeah.
So 20th, yeah.
Yeah, 20th. Patrick, nice one. Brad, all good. Steve, as always, thank you, mate. Thanks, W for the welcome. That's it, mate. W, same setup. Nice one, Nick. Smooth Criminal, still in. Carl, yep, so I've still got a small runner. James, you have socials? Pretty sure he has. He's welcome to pop it in if you like into the chat.
I do.
If you really want.
Yeah, no, my Every time anyone posts, like, why is your last picture? I went from 2016.
Oh, okay, really? You know, keep it up to date.
No, man, so bad.
Dan, yes, I've still got a 25% runner. So I've secured first TP at 10. I've secured 50% at that point. I secured another 50%, more 25%, so 50% for remaining position at around 19 pips. And I've just got a 25% runner. Just in case it does do its thing. GJ, I secured the whole lot. Is it still? No, GJ's out, break even. I secured 80% on GJ because we were trading within the range, so the range holds priority. Whereas gold, there's plenty of traffic. Yes, it's within the range, but there was plenty of traffic to the left for it to potentially have more room to move. So that is why I've left gold open a little bit longer. $20 lots. Unfortunately, I can't trade with 20 lots. But well done to you if you have. Mohammed, I appreciate you too, my friend. Gold come down. Not just yet. For me, there's still potential for it to come up to around 24.71. So that's what I'm waiting for. Trade is taken. W. All right. What else? What's Bitcoin doing? Nothing. So silver. I took a trade on silver on Monday, James, and that worked really well. It was a cracking trade. Absolutely perfect. No draw. Oh, a tiny bit of drawdown.
As in you took an actual trade, not...
Yeah, not
nice.
Not just bought the physical stuff. I actually took a trade on it.
Are you gonna add it in?
Yeah, slowly. I slowly will. Obviously it is very similar to gold. But just gives you an added option. It doesn't always move the exact same. I think silver, it is really volatile. Probably even more volatile than gold. It might not look like it makes this big a move. But if you were to actually measure the percentage wise of any move, it actually moves more than what gold does. What leverage you got? 1 to 30. That's as per what it's like. That's the rules here under ASIC regulations here in Australia. Do you trade SNR? I have no idea what SNR is, my friend.
I'm guessing that's support and resistance.
So yeah, probably. Yeah, well, I draw up support and resistance and I trade around those levels. So I was looking before, at the start of the stream, I was looking for a buy from here. The reason why I didn't take it was because this candle closed back in consolidation and it closed back bearish. So for me, there is no impulse entry from consolidation. But again, what I do is I reassess, makes the move, can't get in. I don't react out in FOMO and, you know, just buy it for the sake of it. I just have to wait again for another catalyst to present. So I was still looking for the buy, had this candle flip, because this candle popped straight up, creates up a wick, broke the resistance, I need to start pulling back below. Then place the buy stop in anticipation if it had pulled back, seeing it recreates up a wick, it had real no need to pull back and break its own high yet again. And if it did so, then what that's likely have done is just grab liquidity from the downside in order for it to actually make the move back up. But it actually closed back bearish, so I removed the order, wait for this count's close, obviously made the move, got in the trade. Reassess. Very simple. One in a pause, one in golfing, entry. Pepperstone? No. It's 1 to 30, mate. That's just ASIC regulations. Unless you're a wholesale client, which I'm not. Wholesale clients, there's like a minimum of, I think it's minimum 100 lots a month. I think it's more than that actually. If you're a wholesale client, you get higher leverage. I'm not a wholesale client. see your numbers finally got up there on YouTube. I was starting to worry for this at the beginning. Come on. Thank you for sharing this the stream. 250 liquidity and 2 years track record. Yeah, see, I don't have 250k. No, I don't have that much in my account, guys. I wish, and eventually will. I had, but that was funded and that got taken away from me because it turned out to be a fraudulent prop firm. So it's made me really weary of any prop firm. There's only really one that I trust, and that's FTMO, to be honest. The only one I've seen actual people receive their withdrawal request. I know there would be others, but I just don't know. I've not seen proof. I've definitely seen proof on FTMO. Tommy Jordan, brother, how are you? Long time. Well, actually, you wouldn't chat yesterday, weren't you? Who was that through? Yeah, Alpha Capital was one I have heard legit. That was, and I probably should have known from the name, Only Funds. Not to be mistaken for OnlyFans. Oh no, so mate. Good. Oh no, it just sounds too good to be true, doesn't it? It screams an absolute scam. But we had reason to believe it was different, to be honest, at the very beginning. Through someone we knew. But fortunately, she hit the fan. And yeah, Ben and I got destroyed on it, unfortunately. But it is what it is. The bank won't allow for the chargeback. They say it's a thing with Visa. Visa won't accept any investment gone wrong, chargeback on any investment gone wrong. But it's not really an investment, but still, nothing I can do about it. What can you say? Had to do that, mate. You lost off. Yeah. I know. Rank fivers. Yeah, actually, fivers I've heard too are legit. Muhammad? See, not for me. I don't have confirmation. I don't have any confirmation to sell it. For me to sell it, minimum has to tap into here. It's the most recent resistance that we are approaching. And then what I'd be looking for is some actual confirmation of that rejection. So candles closing back bearish. Looking for my signal counts, where it be engulfing or lower low, lower high, strong bearish, or break of minor support form below the resistance, that type of thing. For me, there is no confirmation to sell it just yet. Look what happened last time we formed a pause just here. It was only to be engulfed and we continue to the upside. So potentially, if it does pause just now, seeing we've not tapped into that resistance, it could do the same. Yes, it could come down, but for me, I don't have any confirmation to sell it. Unlucky. Visa hates crypto. Yeah, Visa hates anything like that, to be honest. And that was a fair whack. That cost, I mean, that was over 3k Aussie. Sean, all good, mate. All good. Thank you for popping on. VIP members, I'll be on later as well for NY. Yesterday was good. I really enjoyed that stream. There's a lot of education, especially from about the 10-minute mark to the 20-minute mark. I think I mentioned I did record it yesterday. I remember to do so. And then the trade management on those GJ cells was absolutely spot on, cracker. Really, really good trade management. Looking forward to my session. I bet, mate. We learn a lot on it, don't we? VTags? Yes, I do. Forex Factory. It's just easier to read, but I think Financial Juice has better information. I do occasionally listen to Bloomberg Business Radio as well, just to hear what's going on. ACG's that Alpha Capital. 200k for 650 USD when they do 30% off. Oh really? That's actually pretty good. That's food for thought. So we'll get back in it. And to be honest, guys, my account size right now is not big. Yeah, you can you see some decent returns, but it's not massive. I trade really anywhere between 1 and maybe 3 lots max at the moment. I've traded bigger in the past.
You on for New York today, bro?
Yeah, mate. I'll be on. You're on about the same time as per usual.
See you on there.
Nice one. You off, eh?
Yeah, great trades this morning. Well played.
Cheers, brother. Well done to you too. I'll catch you fair.
See you later.
No worries, mate. Catch you then. So I've still got 12 pips running, more than 12 pips on that last position. One lot person still super nice. Yeah, it's still something. Let's see. I remember. A really good week now. Takes the tally up to six wins and 2 losses. Most I've taken in a week for quite some time, to be honest. 8 trades already, and we're only at Wednesday. Goes to show, if they're there to be taken, I will take it, but if they're not, I'm happy to sit here all stream and not take a trade. Stick to the plan. Very simple. Oh, NASA's back up. Let's see if it's going to hit full TP on gold. Play still holding my stop loss 24.74. If I'm out, I'm out. Oh, right, you're in that sell. I wish you luck, mate. I'm happy I've secured my profits. For your sake, I hope it goes down. Who taught you how to read candles? A lot of it's self-taught. I have been part of 2 other groups in the past before I started my own mentorship and coaching. Yeah, a lot of it's just by teaching myself, but obviously, you know, I learned a lot from my old group, TCG. Just from being present on the streams all the time as well, and a lot of it was I went through obviously having a time being locked in a room over the COVID period where Melbourne was in hard lockdown for God knows for ages. At that point, I just sit there constantly looking at charts. Probably not a good thing in some ways because I traded at times a little bit too much. But I definitely learned a lot from that. My first group, I was more swing trading group. We did scalp a little bit, and it was more crypto, to be honest, than Forex. But that's how I come across Forex from that particular group itself. But I've paid an absolute fortune for my education. You know, you guys be gone nuts. Paid $250 for 15 months straight for the first group. $250 a month. And to be honest, it really wasn't anything special. Second group was definitely more worth it, but it came to the point where I was pretty much running the show towards the end of it, for the last year or so before I left. Now I'm doing my own thing, and I've made it, you know, affordable so people can join. Same time I'm going to learn. So there's over 80 videos, pre-recorded videos, including my course that I've put together myself. Took me about 15 months or so to put it all together. That's all included in the VIP itself, so a lot of value there. Mohammed, you have a good supporter in Somalia. Nice, nice one. Appreciate it. But to be honest, a lot of the time it's just a lot of it's self-taught too, from just time on the chart, seeing the same thing happen over and over again. You know what, guys, I think I'm gonna get going because the YouTube numbers are dying off because we've taken 2 trades. I think everyone's probably either happy with their profits or they're off looking for another streamer to take another trade. Up each to their own. I wish everyone luck. So I'm not going to take any more trades, not now anyway. Two trades is enough for London session, both for wins. I'm not going to give back the profit. What I am going to do is come back with the VIP for pre-MY. So don't forget, moving forward today, just to conclude, guys, we have CPI coming for the US dollar, so it's going to be a big one. Be very careful trading to that. What I'd be looking for now on gold is price to now really make the move up to that resistance. If it doesn't, when let's just say we pull up here and create that lower high just now, what I want to see is some sort of catalyst. So for me to wait for oh man, lag is terrible. Apologies, guys. For me to wait for a 30 minutes close back bearish engulfing, it's so frustrating. What it's going to do is it's going to mean I've got a massive stop loss. It's going to eat into the margin as well. What I prefer it to do is actually create a bit of a minor support. So if this candle closed bullish, similar to the pause, but if this closed bullish and then we only to erase that pause candle and we actually closed back bearish engulfing below it, then that could be a catalyst to sell it. But if we do not have the 30-minute closing back bearish prior to any entry, I want at least an engulfing candle closing below the support. So like so, and then you could potentially take the entry. But I would prefer to see a candle closing back bearish in the M30. Right now, what I really want it to do is pop up to that resistance, then reject. What we're doing just now is potentially forming a support just below the resistance around this point here. So if it does tap into resistance and then we do reject, only to come back below it, start to close below it, that's also going to be valid for potential sells to take it back down towards the current or towards the next level of support around 2466 sort of level, and then back down to the lows around 2462. GJ. Yeah, so now it's becoming tricky. The more data prints within the current area, the more choppy it becomes, the less probable moves, in my opinion, are. So what I'd be doing just now is I'd really like for it to actually pull back up towards the highs of the resistance. What we've done on the way up is form support at this point here, 188.860. If we start to pop below that support like so, then there's going to be options to sell it. So I'd be marking support that point there. I'll be looking for potential sells below that point. And buys from lower down once again. Whilst we're stuck in a range, trade the range, but what that means is we preferably want to be selling the high, buying the low. And if we start to close above at the resistance at 189.40, then I'm just simply waiting for closure, retest, and then looking for a buy option and potential sells below 188.07 on GJ. So that's the options moving forward. Hopefully it all makes sense. It could be options to sell from higher up. So it's good that's now trying to make a clean move. I really like for it to do so and then reject, and then once again wait for your candle swing price action similar to what we had here, perhaps. Bit of resistance, bit of support. As price breaks the support, that's your potential entry to take a sell option from higher up. And that's about it, guys. Hopefully it all makes sense. Thank you very much one and all for joining. I hope you all had a good session today. It was a really good stream. 2 wins on pretty much the same time, both on gold and GJ. Well done, another winning stream. And that's how we roll. So trade safe, guys, if you are trading later into MI. Gold hit TP finally.
Thank you, Justin.
Nice one. Cheers, brother. I'll catch you. I will speak to you. I'll catch you shortly.
Yep.
Cheers,
Yeah,
guys.
bye.
I'll catch you tomorrow. TikTok, I'll probably be on around 4:30 p.m. Australian Eastern Standard Time. Just get more views when I start later. YouTube, same time as always. I'll catch you guys then. Take care. Have a good one. Cheers, guys.